Will not go live tonight, but there is a lot to talk about our Miami Dolphins. Did they made the right moves? Did Sullivan did the right trade to the Jets? Do we know Tua was gone? Yes. We just released him. We didn't wait till June 1st. We just went ahead and cut him loose. How do you guys feel about that? Then, of course, Malik Willis signing. So everything was set up already. Everything was done already. We knew this was coming. The only one I'm upset right now, guys and girls, if you joined with Sports Night with Jorge, is actually Mika's trade. But I saw what happened to Mika's trade. So basically, if you see it, we got money back, and the Jets took the full amount of his salary cap, of his salary actually, to help the cap space for the Miami Dolphins. You signed him, what, 3 year, $40 million? The strange part is we signed Malik Willis, 3 years, 65, when he was offered 2 years for Arizona for 60 million. So are we turning into the Miami Packers, or we still the Miami Dolphins? Just saying. But you guys could join the chat, have any questions, any comments about the Miami Dolphins. I do have concerns. I really do, guys and girls. I don't believe this team will be good enough to compete. It was on Cat for Life. I believe that was a mistake trading him to the Jets. I believe he should be traded to another team. So, yeah, that's great. That is a great signing. I think he's one of the best tight ends. I mean, I think he had a good season with the Dolphins. I'm happy for that. But I mean, do you agree a Mika trade to the Jets? I mean, I'd rather trade him to another place except the Jets, your division rivals. But I think I'm not too happy with that one. I mean, what do you guys think? You guys agree with it? I just feel that, I mean, Tua did sign, by the way, Tua did sign with the Atlanta Falcons at $1.3 million 1 year. And that's because, remember, Phoenix Jr. is injured for Atlanta. So, but my gosh, what about Mika Fitzpatrick? Yeah, yeah, they did pick up the bill, but still, man, that I mean, and of course we got a seventh round pick, which is great. I mean, I don't mind we got a seventh round pick, and that's a great thing for the Dolphins, getting a seventh round for Mika. Uh, Now, I do believe that the Dolphins would not pick up a quarterback in this draft, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because they're gonna build from the offensive line. I believe so, and their defense, which would be your quarterback safety. Remember, we got Cato Coble coming back, uh, Storm Duck coming back from injury. So anything could happen. Anything could happen. But that's the only thing I'm upset. I mean, I know he came here, he's going to clean house. He said it. We knew already through the combine when he was interviewed, and that's Sullivan and Jeff about Tua Tagovailoa future with the Dolphins. We knew this was coming. That was nothing different about it or surprised about it. We knew that was going to happen. So, but what do you guys think? I mean, you think they made a good move uh, by signing Malik Willis as a quarterback? Is that something that you see that might help the Dolphins down the road? But that is my concern right now with the Miami Dolphins. I mean, That Mika trade just got me a little just rattled right now. He's a heck of a player. I think he still got stuff, stuff for him. Are we looking at a team that's going to be ahead of us? The Jets ahead of us? Who knows? Who knows? Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button as you come in. I just came from work. I was going to do a live tonight, but I've been so busy with work. But I said, let me come up and talk about these transaction that's happened to the Miami Dolphins, especially on first day of tampering. Then we're 2 days away from free agency. Do they have enough money to pick up players? Now they could structure the contracts with Brooks and Brewer. They could do restructure. One guy that I'm concerned that we have not talked about, and he said that he will keep, but now I have doubts they'll keep him, is Devon Aching. ¿Cómo estás, Jaladín? Will they keep Devon Aching? Can they afford to keep Devon Aching? Now we're solid in running backs, but all this that happened today really draws a red flag if you guys don't see it. I know they said they would like to keep Achane and keep Waddle, but man, oh man. I know it's looking good for the Miami Dolphins down the road in the near future, but I don't see it as this year. So we know this year we probably gonna tank, if you want to call it tanking. I know you guys don't want to hear that, but I do have a feeling Miami will have issues right now, especially this year with the schedule, with the upcoming schedule. Yeah, we all love them to compete, be in the games. But man, I call them the Miami Packers. There's no other way to see it. I mean, what Sullivan has done and Jeff, and like I said, if you haven't seen my podcast and my recording, I'm not too crazy with Jeff. I know Sullivan's a great GM, but still, do you guys like these moves? I mean, you could add in the chat if you like the move, if you didn't like the moves. I'm just a little bit worried what's coming up in a couple of days when our actually free agency starts. So, what do you guys think? Are you great? Are you happy with these moves that Miami has done? We already knew Tua was leaving, so we knew that. So let's be honest. We knew Tua, his career in Miami was over. We knew that already. But what do you guys think? What do you guys see? I'll leave it open to you guys. See if you want to say anything in the chat. I know most of you guys are coming from work, going home. Just give me a comment what happened. And listen, there's a lot of stuff that happened today in the NFL. A lot of surprises, a lot of stuff that we saw. Tua, I mean, right away he landed in Atlanta, and good thing for him. I hope he could, revamp his career, do something with his career. Unfortunately, we knew that we were not going to get any value or any trades for Tua due to his past history, his injury, and his bad season last year. So we knew that was going to happen regardless. But hey, who knows, right? Who knows? But listen, the chat's open for any Dolphin fans, any kind of NFL fans. I mean, Travis Kelsey did re-sign with the Chiefs. I think one more year. Pittman went to Pittsburgh. So there's a lot of new faces, new places again. So, but thinking about the Miami Dolphins, the move they made today, which one move I understand they were gonna do with Tua gone. How you guys feel? And be honest. Come in the chat how you feel about it. there's a wide open chat and you could talk. And like I said, I was gonna go live tonight, but I can't go live tonight. I've been working a lot, and hopefully, if I got time, I would do it. So now, most of you guys that are Dolphin fans here in the chat, or former Dolphin chat, or Dolphin, not chat, Dolphin team and change team, are you happy to see Tua go? Really, what Greer did is actually messed up this whole salary cap with his team, and we know that from day one. So, but I just came in uh, to talk about these three moves the Dolphin did that they made today, and of course, there's more signing, more stuff to come. My thing is, do they have enough salary cap money for the next 2 days of free agency? That's my concern. And that's a big question mark for the Miami Dolphins, guys. And the only thing that I'm not liking right now that I'm seeing about Sullivan and Jeff because okay he's a new head coach, and but Sullivan, I mean, he comes here and okay, now I don't need to have a Dolphin Packer team. I need to make the right moves, get the right players in place, and get us to a playoff or Super Bowl win. Playoff is not going to be enough for this franchise, guys, or especially for the fans in Florida. We want we want more than a playoff win. I can tell you that right now. Yeah, you want to give them a chance, you want to give them a break, and I understand that. And some people get disappointed. And by the way, I spoke to a Packer fan today. It's amazing how he says, "Wow, how everything could change just like that from nowhere." A GM from a cold weather to a hot weather city and try to make a difference. Remember, the next one is A-Chain. How you guys feel about A-Chain? Just want to throw out there. That's it. All right, here we go. I started a poll there. Are you happy to see Tua go? If you're happy to see the go, just hit yes. If you're not happy to see him go, put no. How do you feel about Tua? They put a post there for you guys. So there's a poll there. Are you happy to see quarterback Tua go? Yes or no? Now remember, he already has a home in Atlanta, so that is a good thing for him. Very happy for him. But how do you feel? But listen, if you just joined in the channel, we're talking about these three moves the Dolphins did today. Tua release, Minkah Fitzpatrick traded to the Jets, and of course, Malik Willis being signed as the Dolphin quarterback. And I know there's a lot of channels excited what happened, but listen, he hasn't snapped a ball as a Dolphin yet, so don't get too excited, man. That's all I can say. Don't get too excited. But be honest, man. Be honest. You have the rights to come in and tell me how you feel about the Dolphins with all these three moves they made today. I don't know if Aquavale is here today too. If Aquavale is hearing me or you could join the chat and let me know how do you feel. All right. I see somebody says I agree that he's happy to see Tua go. And can you tell me why you're happy to see him go? Hey, how you doing? Thank you for joining in. So these are the three topics that I'm talking about. Three topics. All the moves the Dolphins made today. What is the best interest? I mean, the best one was Malik Willis being signed as their quarterback. But are we getting too excited? Because I am worried about A-Chain, guys. Will he sign A-Chain? Will he extend the, I just have no idea. And let's be honest, Tua did some good things in Miami. All right, so don't. I mean, I want to tell people. I mean, his bad. I know he had a good season, bad season, and I know that Tyreek Hill went down and everything, but still, you gotta stay positive and see the good things too. Now you can't see all the bad things. But boy, to take a $99 million salary cap hit, that is a lot. That is actually the most in the NFL, by the way. So we'll be paying him that for 2 years. There was no June 1st post that they was going to do to save money to be probably less than what we expected, but it did not work that way. So and listen, and I know we signed Willis for $65 million, but there's a reason why they signed Willis for $65 million. They signed him because the moment they let Minkah trade, the Jets took over the whole salary cap, basically his salary for $40 million 3 years. Now, unfortunately, Dolphin fans, you're not going to like what I'm going to say, but that puts the Jets ahead of the Dolphins, to be honest with you. And you guys might disagree, but looking at, I mean, even though they're pretty bad, when it comes to draft, when the draft comes by, I mean, the Jets are terrible. They have so many number one draft, and it's all bust. So, but listen, join the chat. Tell me your comments. I mean, talk about your team. How do you feel? I mean, look at Geno Smith, gone, cut, gone. I mean, just the way the NFL it's running now, man. The business, the way it's going on right now, man. It's just insane, man. I mean, we're seeing players being traded, but we also seeing players with no other players to help them out. To team together, help them out. you could say Tua had Waddle and Tyreek Hill, but they're not big receivers. I mean, Waddle is, but not Tyreek Hill. All right, we had a great running back, and we still do. He's still in the ball club. So I mean, it's just questions after questions to ask about this team. You know, is Sullivan done already? Do we gonna see more coming up uh, the next couple of days when free agency hit? Listen, Dolphins got 30 players in this ball club. They are free agents. You got a 54-man roster, and you got 30 players in free agency. Are they gonna really sign the 1 year contract, 2 year contract? Can we afford signing them? I mean, it's a big hill to climb for the Dolphins. They probably made the first right move already to the tampering period. Oh, by the way, and I just saw the NFL extend 4 draft picks to these teams. Miami didn't get one. Too bad, man. Because right now we're going to build from the draft, and we got to build offensive line. I do believe we have to build an offensive line. I do believe we need cornerbacks. I do believe we need wide receivers, and we need to get these big wide receivers. So, but listen, join the chat. Tell me what you think about all these moves that Miami made. I mean, the only one that just joined in was Cap for Life, which I appreciate him joining in. And we did resign tight end from the Giants, Craig, 1 year, $3.25 million contract. I think the guy's amazing. The guy's good. Um, the only ability that Malik gave us, Willis, is the ability to run and throw the ball, which is great. He's very mobile, which is great. Give defense trouble. But once again, if you don't have a great offensive line to protect them, what good does it do? No, they're not going to draft a quarterback. I said that earlier. What they're going to do is build their offensive line and cornerback and safety. The only thing I agree with you, Aquavale, I am upset by trading, and I tell you the and I read the whole thing. The reason why they trade Mika to the Jets is because the Jets go ahead and took the whole salary for Mika, which Miami got back about 10 grand or 10 million. So that's a good thing. And that's why they could sign Willis today. But that's what they did. But my only thing I'm upset with, you trade him to a team in your division, which here we go again. That's not a smart move. But once again, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt right now, but I'm not too happy with it. I say, what in the world? The moment I saw that, the moment they let Tua go, and the moment I saw Mika go, and I mean trade, and then I saw Willis coming in, you know, that is something that really, really, I said to myself, what is he doing? But now I know why. I went into the whole details, uh, and the detail was that hey, the Jets decided to take the whole entire money from Mika, 3 year, $40 million, and say, hey, I'll take the rest. Don't worry about it. I'll take the outfield back. And Miami saved 10 million. Hey, what's up, buddy? How's it going, man? Thank you for joining in. So, I mean, there's things that we gotta ask ourselves, right? So now, listen, that my title was gonna be, we're no longer the Miami Dolphins. We're the Miami Packers. Okay. And actually, I was gonna go live today because I got some stuff that I probably would make you guys laugh. I have a dolphin. I mean, me and my stuff. I had a dolphin actually instead of blue aqua, I have them in green and yellow. So, but hey, I know there's more move to come. The only thing I'm concerned, guys, is A chain. Well, see, that's where I think That's what I think is going to happen, Aquavale. I agree with you. I do believe that's going to be the battle. Who wants it? Quinn Ewers or Willis? But here's the thing: Quinn Ewers' contract compared to Willis' contract, you're not going to sign a quarterback for 3 years, $67.5 million, and sit him on the bench. So I do believe he is the starter. Unfortunately, that's what I do believe. Now they did say they're going to compete. Do I believe that? I don't know. But now you sign a guy, and here we go. You're not gonna have a guy in the bench for $22 million a year. And by the way, he turned down 2 years from the Arizona Cardinals for $60 million. So he says super. So that's something that I see here. Think about it. I mean, it's going to be a battle. Yes, it's going to be a yeah. I mean, right now I'm worried about A Chain right now because man, if he trades A Chain for a high draft pick, which I might not be surprised I see that coming, and people gonna say, "Well, George, well, if I seen this already today, what could happen?" Even though he said that he like A Chain and Waddle to be the future, the head future of the Miami Dolphins. So, but Miami really surprised us today. Not with Tua, because we all knew about Tua. We all knew Tua was going to leave. We knew. The only thing is, what surprised me at Tua is uh, post June cut. It never happened. So Miami took the $99 million hit and split it in 2 years, and that's like ouch. That's the highest in the NFL, the most in the NFL since Russell Wilson did it to the Denver Broncos. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But still, it's gonna be Willis and Ewers, like Aquaville said, they should be competing. But you pay this guy 3 years, that amount of money. I don't think he'll be in the bench. To be honest with you, what he got, like a $45 million signing bonus, something like that. That's what he got. And by the way, if you guys came in, Tua signed with the Atlanta Falcons. Tua got a 1 year contract with the Atlanta Falcons of $1.3 million. And that's because Penix Jr. is actually injured, so I don't think he'll be ready for the start of the season. So listen, we got Ethan Bonner. He resigned. I mean, he's with us. Uh, I can see they're looking young, and they want young, which is fine. The younger, the better it is. Miami do have great skill players. I have to give them credit for that. They do. But at the same time, just give me a season that you're competing in each game, and I'm not worried about this year. I'm worried about the following year. Now, with that being said, Miami will draft a quarterback next year, and that you can take it to the bank, buddy. That I can tell you. But yeah, but the most shocking one, like I said once again, guys, is Minkah Fitzpatrick going to the Jets, to our rivalry Jets, the team we love so much. That was a joke, by the way. Okay. And, I think that was probably one of the things. But once again, which team will take that whole entire money from Mika and say, hey, man, I'll take that plus 40 millions and I'll give you 10 million and let's make it. But man, in our division, oh boy, that was tough, guys. That was tough. That was really tough. When I saw that, and I know Aquaville, you saw it, and I saw it. I mean, I took a big swallow, and I said, Sullivan, what the heck you doing, buddy? But now I understand. When you look at the whole contract, you will understand. So he's trying to build a competitive team for every Sunday game, Monday night, Thursday night game, whatever. But man, with the schedule we have, and like I say, everything is possible. I'm trying to stay positive. And by the way, if you guys saw the little thing I left there, are you happy to see Tua go? Yes, said right now 78%. No, said 22%. So we know Tua was gone, guys. We knew that already. I mean, listen, thank you so much for what you did here in Miami, but hey, it didn't work out, and I wish him the best. That I do, guys. I wish him the best wherever he goes. Okay, and we knew that we were never gonna get nothing from Tua due to his prior injuries and concussions and the season he had. Okay, and that really took the price out the door. People saw that and says, "Nah, I can't pay this guy this much money. I can't." And not only that, the contract was too high, too big for any team to get to. So, but like I said, I was gonna go live tonight, guys. I was gonna go live, but like I said, I've been busy, so very busy, and hopefully I could get back on track. Yeah, yeah. Willis. One thing that Willis has good, man. If you see it, when he throws on the run through his left, to the left side, right side, the guy has an arm. He has an arm. He could throw deep. He could beat you with his leg too. See, that's another thing that defense is going to have to worry about when they face Miami, which is a plus. Okay, we never had a mobile quarterback. Basically, we never did until Tua did the first year when he rushed for a couple. What was it, 300 yards he did for that season? Whatever he rushed for, the most yards he rushed for the season. After that, injuries started coming up, and he couldn't. He wasn't the same guy anymore. Let's be honest, he wasn't the same guy. So now it's what we really have, and we compete what we have. So now with Willis, it gives a little leverage when it comes to the defense. Say, hey man, now we got a running quarterback and a passing quarterback. Now I'm not going to do a comparison here, but you know who he really reminds me of, and I know you guys are going to say I disagree, but I feel this way a little. I won't say much. It's the guy from the Ravens. Okay, uh, if healthy, which he is. Okay, he looks like a little Lamar Jackson. Okay, he could throw on the run. He has a strong arm. That's how I feel like. He has a little Lamar Jackson type of quarterback. Uh, Now let's see what happens when the real games begin. And listen, we are 2 days away from free agency. Is Miami going to make a move? I don't know, guys. Yeah, I like Rich Heisen. I love him. I see him a lot. I see a lot of his program too. I like when he speaks and he talks about. He also used to be a Tua fan. He used to call him Salty Tua. Remember when the Tua began? He liked the guy. He was, he was like very shocked when he saw Tua and he said, "Wow, man, what a great, classy guy." But yeah, unfortunately, life goes on. We move on. So listen, don't forget to hit the like button when you guys come into the chat, and if you have a comment, just join in, man. I mean, there's a lot going on in sports right now. We got the World Classic coming up. I mean, going on, not coming up. Today we got Mexico and U.S. I've been watching that. If you haven't watched it, man, it's fun to see these teams in the World Classic. I know it's baseball, and I do baseball too, by the way. So I'm waiting for my Orioles. The other night, I don't know if you saw the World Classic. 2 nights ago, Gunnar Henderson went 4 for 5 and drove in 2 runs and helped U.S. beat. So I mean, I was happy to see Gunnar Henderson getting 4 hits. So Yeah, Garner was playing. Yeah, I saw Garner played. Man, he was 4 for 5. He. I mean, he's having a great World Classic. So I mean, the U.S. got first game in the World Classic, and I'm changing the subject here for a minute. The first game, U.S. walked 17 times in that game. I think against Panama. Then the second game, they walked 7 times. It's like I guess the first time they saw us, they said, "Man, these guys are huge. These guys are big." So we walked 17 times in that game. We scored 15 runs. We won 15-5, and now we play Mexico. Both team undefeated, 2-0. I think Nicaragua got eliminated today. They lost. So, oh yeah, they were scared. Trust me. Hot dog. They were scared. I'm gonna call you HD, man. HD sounds better because that hog. It sounds like I'm saying hot dog, but it's not hot dog. It's hug dog. So going back to the Dolphins. Are you happy with the moves? Are you okay with the moves? Do you like to see more moves? More, if you want to call it transactions, because that's what's going to happen. Uh, the next 2 days, we'll see now when free agency come. Remember, who will the Dolphin cut, leave? Mostly I say leave because they're free agents. Are the Dolphins are willing to sign them? Sign these players? Who knows? Brewer contract restructure, Brooks contract will be restructure. I mean, I think they could work around these players' contract. Yeah, the O line, that's what I'm looking for. I think they should build from the draft. From the draft. If they could get somebody in free agency, they could get, more power to them. But I think the draft should be cornerback, offensive lineman, safety, wide receiver. See, we don't need a quarterback, like Aquavale said. Quarterback is out of the picture already. They got their quarterback. So, and listen, I'm not going to say to not get excited. Yeah, you can get excited. That's great. But we got to build an offensive line for this quarterback to have a great season. Patrick Paul, man. Well, you got Patrick Paul, you got Brewer at center, then you got Jonah, which I'll give him one more. I mean, he's a rookie season. He struggled. Let's be honest, he did struggle. Listen, they'll be okay. Put him back in his position. I think he's right guard or instead of left guard, he's right guard. Put him back. Get yourself a guard, one more, and build that off. I mean, just beef it up front with big guys. Yeah, yeah. His brother's huge, man. I mean, just imagine these two guys were together. Oh my God, and that offensive line. I mean, why do you think we had a good running game? Everybody says, "Well, we had a good." No, we had a good running game because we got big guys up front. Brewer, if healthy at center, listen. Imagine because I was thinking about it. Now you said that you saw clips. Malik Willis handing the ball off to A Chain in the backfield. I mean, I just imagine that. And then Malik Willis having Chain as a receiver, and so is Waddle open in the field, running left and right, and especially when he could throw the ball on the run. That is exciting, guys, to see, to watch. And I try to tell the fans, hey man, just get it's fun, it's okay to get hyped, it's okay to see this, and and this tampering, like today, tampering started at 12 o'clock today. Uh, the moment the first news I saw that I put in the shorts that Tua was cut, it was gone. The second later, Mika came back on the trade, and then I saw, all right, so everybody said we don't have enough cap space to get Willis. Well, heck, they did it. They did it because of Mika's trade, believe it or not. That freed up some cap space money for the Dolphins. And I'm happy they did, man. I'm happy for the Dolphin fans. It's something positive to look on. and to see. Now the Mika thing, man, I'm still hurt on it. I don't know why. I love the guy. I know when he was here when Flo, he didn't want to be with the Dolphins because he didn't want to be in the rebuilding mode. And I guess this is what I figured out to tell him and say, hey man, we're gonna go to the rebuilding mode again, but this time it's gonna be different. And maybe he said, hey, I think your best fit is in New York because they took the whole salary cap. His whole salary. So I'm excited for the Orioles. I mean, I have been watching spring training. Like I say, I have not been going live. I'm gonna try to get a schedule going on so you guys could join in. I'm trying to get my cameras so you guys could join in live with me also as I'm chatting. I want to talk to Aqua Vale about that. I want to get together with Aqua Vale if he's still here, if he has a chance. We'll get together and we'll do a 1 day just of sports, and anybody could join in and live. And I want to do all that. I just that my schedule, man, is I've been so busy, and hopefully I could get back on track. I could really go back on track. See, I don't like skipping all this stuff because I do so many sports. Even though Dolphins, Orioles, Florida Panthers, hockey, I do all this, but I want to get back. And Lakers too, by the way. But I used to do the NBA scores, the NL scores, Major League Baseball scores, the hockey. Which, by the way, I hope no Panther fans get mad. We're not gonna have a repeat. I think Tampa Bay is good. Oh yeah, see, I was gonna do the mock draft. I was gonna do it uh the other night, and that'd be nice, man. And listen, I got players that I picked that I like for them to really get in this draft. Of course, the hard thing about the mock draft is, are these players are still available? Well, who knows, right? So, but that's a good idea. I love doing that. I love doing that, and hopefully I could do it before the draft gets here. But and I'll give myself a schedule, see if I could do it, and I'll let you guys know, man. Because like I tell you, I've been working, basically working by myself, so it's hard for me to because I do everything that I do on my program, on my podcast. I do it myself. I do the editing, the video editing. That takes time, guys. Takes time and dedication. And once again, I love what I'm doing because I love you guys. That's all I can tell you. I do it for you guys, no nothing else. So, and I'm trying to get also hopefully monetized, and God forgive, if that goes well. I want to get video. I want to join a lot of things I would like to do. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm planning to do that. Get real live video, live interviews, all that stuff in the program. But that's gonna take a while. That you gotta get permission. You gotta, be sure you don't get hit with copyrights and all that. So you gotta do it right. So, but yeah, man. Excited with Malik Willis being signed. Uh, Happy with Tua, and I say this in a good way. With Tua leaving and being signed by the Falcons, I'm happy for him. He finally, give him a chance. Hopefully, he could turn his career around, especially in Atlanta. Who knows, right? Who knows? But give me a second. I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. All right, guys, I'm back. I'm sorry. I was just getting ready to cook for my wife. So I'm also a cooker, a chef. Well, there's my poll there. You guys are happy to see Tua go. 80% say yes, 20% say no. So that's going to be open up to the whole chat. Uh, and I'm glad those that join in, they're actually here with me now in the chat. So I mean, it's a good day to be a Dolphins if you want to say that. I haven't heard that in a while. And those that joined the chat, just in case you missed it, Dolphins cut Tua Tagovailoa this morning, actually 12 o'clock. Tampering, he was cut. And also, we signed Malik Willis. That's our new quarterback from Green Bay. And we also traded for Minkah Fitzpatrick, if you guys joined us at the chat. So, and we traded him to the Jets, which I don't want to say the word, but it's terrible. But anyhow, what can you do? Yes, we also need a edge rusher. That is a good point. Yeah, he is a Falcon. He is a Atlanta Falcon. Signed 1 year, $1.3 million, and it's because Penix Jr. is injured, and I guess they signed him as the quarterback. I imagine he will start until the other guy gets healthy and come back. Who knows, right? You still got to make the team. So he is with the Falcons. Yes, he is. And by the way, Adam Schefter from ESPN was the one who reported that today. Like I said, I was at work. It was hard for me to come live and tell you guys what was going on because my phone did not stop. I mean, sounding with everything that happened in the NFL today with the tampering. I remember, and the tampering is something that sorry, the tampering is something that you can negotiate. I guess you cannot go negotiate with the players, but you could go just make what was it? I know I had it on my podcast the other night. There's two things about tampering and free agency. Free agency, you can talk to players. On tampering, you cannot talk to players. That's what I'm trying to say. So that's why when things are done like this, is you got to be careful how you do it because the NFL will come back to you and could hit you with a penalty, and you could lose a draft pick. So this is why it's important how the tampering thing works. It only works for 1 day. It's from today, I think, to tomorrow, from 12, and then 2 days we got the actual free agency. Yes, I would like to do that. I like that. Yeah, I would like to trade back for one more pick. I agree with you. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. Because remember, the trade with Mika, they got a seventh rounder. So now they got what, two seven rounders? They got three rounders. So there's something there that I agree with you. That I think if they could trade back, because now they don't need a quarterback. They just don't need a quarterback. I mean, there's no way they're going to draft for a quarterback. They don't need a quarterback. Now they could go ahead and actually build their offensive line, their pass rusher. They could build their corners, their safeties. I mean, I still believe. See if you agree with me or not. Give Kohu and Storm Duck a chance. Okay, they got injured. Give them a chance. See what they got. You know, and work it from there and see what could happen. Right. So I mean, it's hard when you have a player that was injured. Both players got injuries last year, and it's tough to say, hey man, let's cut them or let's release them or let's trade them. I'd rather you have, at least have something to help you as a backup. At least give these guys a chance to see what they have. So yes, 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 he is. He is a free agent, but there's discussion that they will, if they can bring him back, they'll bring him back. But I imagine most of the injured players they'll come back for 1 year and see what they get. Because remember they were injured, so that doesn't say you're going to pay that much money, and that's something that it's going to be interesting for the Dolphins to do. Uh, upcoming these 2 days for free agencies. I mean, imagine you got 30 players, right? So 30 players in your team. There's some you're going to keep, some you're not going to keep because they're based on your salary cap money you have, your availability. But they can work with restructuring all these players' contract and work something out. Man, what really hurt us was $299 million cap hit for 2 years. Split that in 2 years. That's hard, man. But somewhere down the road, this is going to get better. So once again, if you guys joined the chat, be sure you answer that quiz up there that I have for Tua Tagovailoa. Did you did you like him to see go, or did you like him to stay? Hey, 1 more year. But unfortunately, people, they gotta be honest. We knew this was coming. We were coming. I mean, this was coming from the combine. It was coming from the day one when Sullivan took over the Miami Dolphins when he discussed in a press conference about Tua, and they try to keep everything very professional, very. The sad part, and don't get me wrong when I say this, Tua birthday was what couple was it a week ago? Once you didn't see the Dolphins wish the guy happy birthday, that tell you right there. It's sad. It's really sad. But once you see that, you say, "Wow, he's not in my plans." And we knew that he was not in Sullivan plans. We know that he wasn't in their plans or Jeff plans either. So yeah, that'll be a tremendous lineup. That'll be great with that speed. I'm telling you, defense will have trouble with Miami. I can tell you right now, especially with those running speed of a running quarterback or running back or great running receivers. My only thing is we need to get a taller receiver. I'm looking for a 6'3", 6'4", at least 6'5". I don't mind. We need tall receivers. I mean, speed. A guy that I always liked, and we never gave him a chance, and he did play a couple of times. It was that chosen guy, that chosen that played for the Panthers. Chosen, I think that it was. If I'm spelling his name wrong, I apologize. But that was a great receiver, tall guy. Hey, how you doing, Alan? I saw you fishing. I enjoy your fishing. I'm happy that you caught your first fish. I'm happy, Alan. But I just came here to talk about Tua, being released and Minkah being traded to the Jets, and of course we signed your quarterback from Green Bay, not Love, Minkah Willis or Malik Willis. That sounds better. Yeah, that's nice. Enjoy your time off. You still off when you come back to work? He says, "No way. Are you kidding?" Well, it's not Love. I didn't say Love. It's Malik Willis who just signed with the Dolphins, and that is your backup quarterback. By the way, Hallen is a Green Bay Packer fan, so now we're gonna be the Miami Packers, like Allen said. Yeah, we had the 7th round. Yeah, with Queens and Biggers. Yeah. Oh, okay. You're going back to work Thursday? Well, that's great. Yeah, I mean, we have talent in the Miami Dolphins. There's enough talent there, okay, that for Sullivan to really work, because I think this is going to happen. Jeff is going to develop these players, right? I do believe that, okay? He's going to put the best that he could put out there in the field, all right? I agree with that. My thing is, can they really, exceed expectation? Can they exceed what really Jeff wants? That's my concern. Because everything on paper looks good, but when you hit the field, I mean, it's really what you really want to draft. I mean, is it really the players that you really want? You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's kind of it's a yes or no thing. Are they going to be good enough? Are they going to be competitive? One thing for sure, they're young. Yeah, the Green Bay South. There you go. Hey, I was gonna name this podcast. Believe it or not, welcome to the Miami Packers. What are we doing in Miami? Which is not a bad thing. I'm not saying it is, but things like that, man, it does worry me because when you put players from different teams and coming to your team, don't know, man. Give me a second, guys. I'll be back. Just give me a second. I'll be back. Give me a second. I'll be back.